Carlos Hernandez made it a little bit closer than he should have against Nyamjagal Tumen, but luckily he still ends up picking up the victory, as does Piotr Yan to cash our Locky two-step at plus 105. And then Su Young Yu went out there and did the damn thing against Bergang Genolise. Butchered it probably, but that cashes our Locky Trinity as well at plus 247. So a great look for the free parlay last week, and we're gonna get right back to it here for UFC 310. Reminder, I do drop this much earlier in the week for the Patreon folks, so if you want to get early access to it, and more often than not get a better line than when I drop it to the public on Fridays, that is not the case this week, but it normally is. The best way to do so is check out the MMA LOT and Patreon page. Link for that in the description below. All right, let's get right into this bad boy. First step up in the Locky two-step is going to be Movsar Evloev as he goes up against Aljamain Sterling in a high-stakes featherweight matchup. Evloev is a guy that I do believe will likely get a title shot in 2025, given how that top of the featherweight division ends up ironing out. But I believe his grapple-heavy approach and scrambling ability, not to mention his elite submission defense, will be able to keep him out of bad spots with Sterling, and whether he looks to utilize his wrestling offensively and try to get some good control time from that top spot while Sterling tries to get some offense off from the bottom, or if Evloev looks to utilize his grappling defensively to keep this fight upright and utilize his pace, pressure, and output against Sterling, who isn't often that comfortable in the striking realm. So either way, I do expect Evloev to go out there, pretty much win all minutes in this matchup and end up getting his hand raised. As long as he cashes straight up, that does cash the first step in our Locky two-step. The second step is I'm going to go with Cyril Gane to go 2-0 against Alexander Volkov. Again, this is a rematch of a fight that took place in 2021. It was a main event at the Apex where Gane was able to utilize his superior striking, footwork, and speed to touch up Volkov from distance and win that fight over the course of 25 minutes. Now he only needs to do it for 15, and I think he'll be more than capable of doing so, especially with the big cage this time as well. Look for Gane to touch up Volkov, utilize his speed heavily. That will be a big advantage for him in this matchup. Get in and out as quickly as he can with the shots that he's landing and leave Volkov, in dust pretty much. But I do believe Gane outpoints him, outstrikes him, and wins this fight on the scorecards, and hopefully cashing our Locky two-step, which I was able to lock in earlier this week at minus 120, but some action on Aljamain Sterling has made the line on Movsar Evloev slightly better, which is why now you can lock it in at minus 117. So about 3 points less than I got earlier this week, but still a very playable parlay given the gaps and stylistic advantages I see in this matchup for both these guys. If you want to complete the Locky Trinity, we're going to go with Brian Battle as he takes on veteran Randy Brown in a matchup between two guys that are usually lanky strikers, but it's Battle that pushes a more aggressive approach and likes to crowd the space of his opponents, which I think is going to be the perfect key for him here to get the better of Randy Brown. Brown is most comfortable when he's at range and utilizing his long shots down the pipe and his teep kicks out the middle, and he could provide some solid resistance with elbows and knees in the clinch here, but I think the work rate and pressure of Battle will eventually catch up to Brown, leading to Battle finishing this fight in the second or third round. But again, as long as he gets his hand raised, that will cash our Locky Trinity here, which I was able to lock in at plus 162 earlier this week. And again, action on Sterling and Brown have pushed this line up a little bit now. You can get it at plus 169. There you guys go. Locky Trinity, Locky two-step free parlay for you guys. I'll be back later tonight for the top 3 best prop bets. Again, probably fadeable props at this time considering how shitty I've been doing on them, but we're going to stay the course and keep dropping them for you guys. So see you guys later this evening for the 3 best prop bets. Peace.